Now, recently we've seen people saying that, the price of flour has gone up so much that everybody is up in arms about it. And how are we going to proceed? The Chief Secretary at the THA has said that, Tobago can produce alternatives for flour. And this morning, I want to welcome Harry's Natural Products, Kisha Harry of Harry's Natural Products, to talk about alternatives, homemade flour alternatives. Good morning to you, Kisha.
Good morning and thanks for having me.
Not a problem. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Grateful for this opportunity that I can showcase what Harry's Natural Products is doing actually in Tobago and Trinidad.
Nice.
Actually.
So tell us firstly, what inspired you to start Harry's Natural Products?
Okay then. It was just one morning just sitting home, contemplating of okay, I do gardening on a small scale. I have a little kitchen garden. So I had a surplus. So I said, okay, what can I do with all these things that, I grow?
Mm-hmm.
And out of it, I asked one family member, if I make, well, I started with seasoning. Would you sell it? It was like, yes. So I like, okay, I just make it. I gave her. And she said she wanted more. So I was like, that is not my intention. All right. I decided one day again to try making some dashing flour. Actually, I am from Palatuvia, which Palatuvia is very close. So they are known for making the dashing products.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing
So
you.
let me make some dashing flour. And I made the flour. And my way of getting across my products to people or whatever I do or intend to do is Facebook. I posted on Facebook and person started commenting. I said, okay, but I was not directly serious about it. I decided to put it on my WhatsApp status. And there is where it went off. I said, okay, I'll just make some dashing flour, I'll sell it. I decided I have banana and plantains. I decided to go that extra mile. But I also make coconut oil. So I made coconut oil and I posted it just as I do the other items. And it just went its own way. But by making the amount of coconut oil, I have the coconut husks to throw away. So I said, what can I do with all this coconut husks? So I started thinking of flour again. I said, but it's just the husk. So I decided now to turn the coconut into flour. And that alone was history with that coconut flour because I decided to go out, venture a little further, going to the Scarborough market to do sales. And I was so amazed that this coconut flour, one lady tried it. She came back the following week. Okay, she bought it again. She said, you know what? I went home and I wet back this and grind it. And when she realized she got the juice out of the coconut, she realized that she was not just buying coconut husk, but the husk has the juice in it, you know?
Yeah.
And therefore, I just decided to take other provision, which is like sweet potatoes. I did yam. I did a combination of all the flowers. And that, the balance of that part is just history. I
So
even
tell
tried mango,
Kisha, tell me
using
about the
mangoes as
Kisha, tell me about the benefits of this type of flour as compared to wheat flour that we are accustomed to having. What's the difference in terms of what it does in your body or for your body?
all right. Provision on a whole is something very nutritious for our body, especially if it's planted by yourself, right? Where you would buy the white flour, which has the gluten in it, and it's a bit unhealthy for us. These flour are gluten free. The only thing is that you would not get a nice bake or a nice bread from it in terms of smooth, right? But the white flour that has the gluten in it to bind it, these flour do not have any gluten to bind it together. So you'd have to use, which I use like coconut oil is what I use to bind my flour because I use them also to make bake. And provision is very nutritious for our bodies.
Yeah, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying in terms of the glucose and things. So then you're saying that this flour wouldn't really be. It's not a thing that we could use to make bread. We can't use it to make that kind of
Yes,
bread and
you
bake and
can.
that kind of thing.
Yes,
But
you
what are
can
some of the
make
things that we can use the flour to do?
Yes, you can make bacon bread. You can make cake because I use them to make cake. I make little pies with them. I make sweet bread with them. So I just replace them just the way I would make a normal sweet bread. I replace the white flour with probably banana flour, sweet potato flour, or plantain flour.
And you still get it to bind and everything without the glucose?
And I still get it to bind and everything. And just a little bit, this is a one little fry bake that I made this morning. This is plantain, sorry, fry bake.
Bring it a little closer to the camera. Let me see it properly. Okay, all right. And it tastes, it tastes like the provision? Or
Yes,
what is
you
it?
get the nice, let me look at it. You will not look at it. You see, I've cut it here.
Yeah, nice.
Right.
So it has the natural
That's
color in. So when you make the flour, you keep
right.
the natural color of whatever the provision was.
Yes.
Nice, nice. And how can people get in contact with you if they want to get some of these alternatives for flour?
Okay. They can go on Facebook, Harry's Natural Products, also Instagram. They can call me. I ship via TT Post to Trinidad on a weekly basis because I have a lot of clients at Trinidad, which I ship products to.
And what's the
You can
price?
contact me. You can contact me, and we can make the necessary arrangement to have the product to you. Because I also do delivery.
Nice. What's the price point like on, let's say, a pack of flour? Is it different for each, whichever provision you want, or there's one standard price for all?
One standard price I have at present time with all the flour. You have a pack of 254 grams, which is for $25.
Oh, okay. All right, all right.
But the
And
more you buy, it depends on how much you buy also, because if the more you buy, sometimes you may tend to pay a little less.
okay, I hear you. Tell me about some of the other products you have, because you mentioned the coconut oil, you mentioned the flour, but I also see here that you have cocoa balls and hot sauce and green seasoning and all kind of other things still?
Yes, I do. Presently, I don't have any more cocoa balls in stock, but yes, I do. I make the green seasoning. I make the local pepper sauce. And these things, the only additive in those two is vinegar.
Ah, nice. You got to make sure and keep it so it doesn't go spoil.
Yes.
All right, completely
Yes,
understand. But I'm curious about
I grind everything.
I'm curious about the mango. Is mango flour you're making as well?
Yes, mango flour, Julie mango.
Tell me about that process. Is green mango you're using or ripe mango?
Not green mangoes, but it cannot be too half ripe.
So the same mango that I would use for chow, you're using for flour, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Nice, man. And the taste of the flour comes out like mango as well?
You taste what it says it is.
Wow. This is amazing. I encourage everybody to at least try it, because I think that it's definitely a healthy alternative, and we can explore how, what's been the response from people on the ground in Tobago? Have people started making different things and experimenting with different flavors to get the flour to have a different impact?
Yes, yes, it's going very well. For me, from where I stand, it's going very well.
All right.
Because a lot of persons know the Scarborough market on a Saturday morning, so that you tend to have a flock of persons coming there to get the different flowers.
And you're still there on Saturday mornings, right? So if they want to check you, they can check you there?
Every Saturday morning.
All right. Well, Kisha, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you for the work that you're doing. I think it's definitely very important work, especially in these times. And it's better for us to have these things that are good for us and be able to benefit the economy as well.
Okay, thank you. I also appreciate being here.
All right.
And
Kisha,
one day, probably I'm going to send a pack of the breadfruit flour for you.
I look forward to it. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's Kisha Harry of Harry's Natural Products, just letting us know a little bit about some of the products that she has. I'm curious about the mango flour.
No, I am curious how you didn't tell her it's not you alone work the morning show would want some breadfruit flour. Like, what's going on?
I don't understand that. If I get, you get.